decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That's complete to Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's second and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devontae Smith, 35 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Groupie for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Fields. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Here is third down and 4. Back to throw. Fields getting the football to Davis on an out route. very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Ladd McConkey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting him to shreds.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Broken tackle. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Here's Fields. And complete once again to Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Granted, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And a point after, good by Grupe. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second and 10. To throw is Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fields now to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fields throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That's Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 19. Now it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 45-yard line. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Handoff here, Guerendo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Guerendo. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Isaac Guerendo, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Grupe able to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. It's caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll go down at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has to count as a great team effort today. But this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got the first down and more than that. And all the way down to the 5. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Warren again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jaylen Warren taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. A point after, good by Grupe. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Pitts, 70 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one too high and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devontae Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have pretty well. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw. Fields Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A handoff running right, Guerrero. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Grupe able to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense are going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw is Fields. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. And Watson has it right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. To the air again, Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Fields now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And one last throw here for Fields. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Panthers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see?